Hi, it's Valerie with My Stitch and Dollyverse. In today's video, we're going to be talking about 2024 doll plans, doll sewing plans, my video, my channel. Let's go. So I hope you've been liking my videos so far this month. I would love to talk about next year and the plans that I have. Each month has a theme for sewing for your dolls. I collect all kinds of dolls. I have a lot. And if you're like me, I'm sure you do too. I have dolls that I love to sew for are my Smart doll, my Blythe dolls, Barbie, a little bit. I don't sew too much for Barbie, but a little bit. My Tonner dolls, I have Ellawyn Wild and Grace. Also my ILY, my pull-up dolls, and some of my vintage dolls, as well as the American Girl size dolls. So if you like any of those, stick around. I will be making garments for all of them. But of course, anything that I sew and I make can be applied to any size doll. And like you know, if you have a Barbie doll and an ILY doll, a lot of the times they can mix and match clothes. With Blythe dolls, they can wear a lot of garments that are Barbie. Not all, but we will talk about the different sizes and how the dolls are different, whether they have a shorter waist or a bigger bust or whatever it is. My style is very eclectic. I like bright colors. I like vintage styles. I do have a fashion degree, and I worked in professional theater in Seattle, Washington for 15 years, as well as working for museums, making mannequins. So I've done both sides. I've made clothes and I've made bodies for clothes. I have a lot of experience, and I can tell you there are some things that I don't like to do. I mean, sewing sometimes is not so fun. Like, I just feel like, oh my gosh, I don't want to do this. And I mean, I feel like everybody has that feeling, especially when it doesn't work out, and it's frustrating because you spent the time doing it. So hopefully my videos are pretty, straightforward and simple to follow if it's something that you want to learn and do. I love draping versus pattern making. I will say that I like to pattern make when I knock off other garments. If I see a garment that I like on a doll, I will take that garment and trace it, true it, cut it out, and then try it on the dolls. Because it can take more time, and because there is some trial and error with knocking off a garment and making sure it fits a new doll, the thing that we have for us for dolls, they're not necessarily, dancing around and putting up their arms and breathing and stuff, right? Not necessarily. They aren't. So anyways, you have that for you because this garment just has to look nice. It doesn't have to function in any way. You don't have a performer dancing on stage, ripping holes in their garments. This is just for your dolls, and they are standing still and posing. I always have to keep that in mind when I'm designing and draping and pattern making. So we will be doing some of that. That's what I love to do. I love to take garments, knock them off, and make a new garment for my doll, even if it's a doll that's a different size. That's fun for me. I love draping and fitting. I'm very particular in fitting. I do want it to fit really well, depending on the, style. If it's supposed to be loose or tight or fit or vintage, there's all kinds of, leeway there. And I also want to show you some of the vintage patterns and patterns that I have for dolls. That's probably my least favorite, is starting with a pattern that you buy, you cut out, you try, all of that, because that can take some time. I have some tips about that. And then of course I have lots of tips on sewing. And I also would like to show you ways to just enhance your garments that you already own. So you don't necessarily have to start from scratch and make a full garment. We can just take garments, mend them that they need mending, alter them. If their sleeves are completely shredded, let's add a new sleeve or a new ruffle or something cute. Also trims. I'll show you how to make trims. That's one of my favorite things. I used to make garments for aerialists, performers, circus performers as well. Making trims for functional garments like that was so much fun. I love doing that. So I will show you how I like to make trims. And then of course my favorite is upcycling. I love to shop secondhand, either find fabrics just, you know, at the thrift store, or garments that I like to upcycle and change and turn into t-shirts and garments. Oh, that's my favorite thing. So we will definitely be doing that. So thanks for hanging out with me. Make sure to comment below and let me know what you're interested in, what you want to learn, what you want to see me do, and also your favorite doll to sew for or who you would like to sew for. So yeah, stick around till the end and I will show you some of my collection. Thanks, guys. Bye. So thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe and stick around for this new year, and I will see you next time. Bye.